right, the weather is awful. Your college football bowl games aren't really worth watching. So why not join us here on Antler Sports for what has become an annual holiday tradition, considered by many the best holiday tournament in all of the state of Texas, especially for small school, high school basketball. And you're joined here by the Martinsville ISD Superintendent Scott Tyner and his co-partner here on the play-by-play in the color today, Mr. Matt Bright. What a matchup we've got in the gold third-place championship game, which is for third place overall in the tournament, between two four-time winners of this event, each of the last 2 year defending state champions in Class 2A girls basketball, the Lipan Lady Indians and the Martinsville Lady Mustangs. Welcome aboard, Matt. We got a good one on tap here.
Scott, we got a great one. Martinsville coming off their first loss of the year last night to a very good Broadus team. It's going to be interesting to see how they recover and come back today.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, the Lady Mustangs suffered an injury in the quarterfinal yesterday. Their star point guard, Kara Nixon, all-state, all-everything point guard. And what it's caused for the Lady Mustangs is everybody's role to change. And they fought very hard against a young and very spry Broadus team last night. Ended up coming up short, losing by 2. On the other hand, hey, little old Lipan, they just keep coming back to the Holiday Hoops tournament. They love eating at Jalapeno Tree in Carthage. They came out yesterday in the quarterfinal and they defeated state-ranked Cisco, which was a local rival for them. So Coach Branson and the Lady Indians, the rumors of their demise and downfall are greatly exaggerated.
Exactly. And the thing is that they were down and they just kept battling and battling and battling.
Yeah, no doubt.
You could definitely tell the point guard not being there. The point guard not being there for Martinsville, you can tell it hurt.
Yeah, no doubt. It's two programs that predicate their system on great defense, a great team defense. 3-point shooters all over the floor. And for the Lipan Lady Indians, they're led by the junior and the daughter of the head boys coach, Hannah Gaylor, a 3-point sharpshooter. And she's joined in the starting lineup by number 4, Taryn Phillips, a senior guard. Their point guards, J.C. Bolton, not very big, but extremely quick and a great defender and on-ball player. Also in the starting lineup, we mentioned Hannah Gaylor. She's joined by number 44, Ashlyn Tarpley, a junior post player. And the junior forward, Finley Shockley. She's another dead-eye shooter for this Lady Indian program from the three-point line. Amber Branson's been in Lipan since she played in high school. At one time, she was a school record holder for points. She's won the Holiday Hoops tournament 4 times. And she was the head coach when the legendary Laney Roberts was playing for the Lady Indians years ago.
Wow.
Starting lineup for the Martinsville Lady Mustangs. And I love both these programs. I love Coach Branson, so I'm going to have to be careful with the homerism since I work with these kiddos so closely. But the starting lineup, starting lineup for the Lady Mustangs. Number 11, the freshman, Teely Salazar, had a great day yesterday coming in a fill-in role. Good athlete, forward, rebounder, loose ball player. She's joined by Allie Vaughn, number 12, the forward, who's a junior. I've often referred to Allie Vaughn as the strongest player in Class 2A girls basketball. Ruthie Mine had a pretty good gash on her head in the semifinal against Broadus, but came back and led the way in the comeback late for the Lady Mustangs. Number 22, Brylan Butcher, the sophomore point guard, will have to move over from her shooting position to play the point in the absence of Kara Nixon. And the sophomore, McKenna Wise, 6-foot sophomore post player, the key cog to setting the team defense for the Lady Mustangs. Starting lineups are set. Mr. Waylon Moore, the old ag teacher here in Tenaha, is doing the PA. Matt, we've got a third-place game, a trophy on the line here at Holiday Hoops.
Be a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a fast-paced one.
Got the Hay song going. A good crowd from Martinsville, sitting directly across from us at mid-court, center view of the Tenaha Special Events Center, a building that I've had such a great relationship for so long, both as a Tenaha Tiger and now as an opponent here at Martinsville. If you don't like Lipan Martinsville girls, then you're not going to enjoy Lipan Martinsville boys. We got the Lipan Martinsville doubleheader today for third place. Number 1 versus number 2 on the boys' side. Number 1 versus top 5 Lipan on the girls' side.
It's like a district contest.
Hey,
the girls play first and the boys play.
The beautiful thing about this, Matt, is you may see this again at the Alamo Dome come March.
Absolutely.
Tip is up and controlled by Ruthie Mine, who gives up to Brylan Butcher. The Lady Mustangs in the half-court offense right away. Butcher, right slot, has it handling against number 11. That is Bolton on the point defense. Switch defense by Branson's Indians. Here comes Wise on the downhill drive. Gives it up to Butcher, left wing. Ball stuck on the right-hand side. Callaway a little reach in, gets it away, but Butcher runs it down before it goes across midcourt. Excuse me, that's Bolton. About a 30-second possession for the Lady Mustangs there. As the shot goes up from mine, is run down by Allie Vaughn, and a loose ball, tied ball. Possession arrow will go to Lipan's way. Just underway. Third place game, Tenaha Holiday Hoops, Martinsville and Lipan. Martinsville in the white uniform, trim with the pink letters in maroon trim. Lipan traditional blue and white with gold trim.
We were talking about that yesterday. Those new uniforms for Martinsville.
A little alternate look. And there's Hannah Gaylor on the give and go going to the bucket. Little floater is good as she shoots it over Butcher for the 2-0 lead, Lipan early on.
Gaylor was big yesterday for Lipan.
Coach Bruce told me yesterday in his disappointment after losing the semifinals that now I've got to play Lipan and Hannah won't miss against us.
Yeah, he was very adamant this morning when I talked to him. He said that the girls that came out, they were ready to play.
Yeah, I think so. This group's wanting to show that they can play without Karen Nixon. Ruthie Mine baseline jumper's no good. Good effort by McKenna Wise to tie it up, but it goes out of bounds off of Wise, and it'll be Lipan ball.
Well, I know they can play without her, but they don't want to. And they don't want to very long for sure.
Well, it's tough when your starting wide receiver has to come play quarterback and your quarterback's not playing, would be the analogy I would have using the bowl game analogy. Side pick and roll for Lipan. They tried to hit Tarpley on the roll. Ball's loose and Butcher's on the ground. Gets a tie up. And that possession arrow will go to the Lady Mustangs.
That's 2 tie-ups already. And me and Jared did y'all's game yesterday, and I had 14 as the over-under.
Yeah, on jump balls?
On jump balls.
Well, in a game like this, the two teams will be so locked in on the defensive end. It could get ugly before it gets pretty out there. They know each other so well. They met last year in the semifinal of this tournament.
Pre-game for 7? Okay.
Timeout going to be called as the Lady Mustangs have trouble getting in their offense. And Coach Jay Bruce is going to call a quick timeout. 5:57 to go, first quarter. It's 2-0 Lady Indians. We'll take a 30-second break here on Antler Sports.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we...
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
Well, the early timeout. We're back from the break, and the Lady Mustangs and Coach Jay Bruce trying to get some things sorted out on the offensive end. Matt, every time these teams play, it's a dogfight. It's a chess match defensively. They're so familiar with each other's sets and patterns that they just defend so well.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a high-scoring affair. It's going to be a low-scoring game. Neither team's going to try to run. They're going to try to slow it down.
Yep. Lipan seems to get the closeouts on every possession. Brylan Butcher, top of the key three. Up off the back iron. McKenna Wise is there to run it down. Back to Butcher. She looks at it, turns it down, goes back to Wise, left corner. They go inside for Vaughn. And Vaughn, as I said earlier, so strong, has Tarpley over the back, picking up a foul.
Vaughn's showing the referee a little bit of a wet spot there on the floor. Had a little bit of a problem Thursday with a little bit of rain, had a little bit of a leak.
I can tell you, having been a part of the construction of this building and been in it for so long, there are a couple of spots that will catch a little water in a downpour.
And it's for sure downpouring outside.
Yeah. Allie Vaughn, free throw line extended, turnaround jump shots there and good for Allie Vaughn. And the Lady Mustangs are on the board, 2-2, 5:12 to go, first quarter. The scoreboard's got it backwards. And they're getting that fixed. So it is 2-2. as Shockley looks left wing, gives it up for Tarpley. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound McKenna Wise. And she'll push it in transition. She's checked on the right slot by Phillips, who gives it up to Butcher now. And Butcher calls a set, and Lady Mustangs get organized.
You know, it's weird to see that post player, as tall as Mize is, to be able to dribble the ball up down the court. Great shot. Right
Corner three, Ruthie Mine. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, Matt. And I know Coach Bruce has a lot of confidence in McKenna to lead the transition offense, and that turned into a well-designed corner three bucket for Ruthie Mine. Lady Mustangs up 5-2.
You know, when she went down yesterday with the injury, you could see a little bit of deflation come out of the team.
Right.
When she came back, she brought it back up.
One of only 2 seniors on the roster. Ruthie was a key cog in last year's state championship run. Here's Butcher pushing it left side. Wise tries a three. It's no good. And Teely Salazar hustling in for rebound position, comes across the top of the back and picks up the foul.
Well, like you said, I'd be surprised if these two teams don't meet up again at the Alamo Dome.
No doubt. They met 2 years ago at the Alamo Dome in the state semifinal. It came down to a last-second shot for the Lady Mustangs that missed. And Coach Branson and the Lady Indians went on to win the state championship the next day. Hannah Gaylor, top of the key. As we say in the business.
That's what she did yesterday.
That's what she do. She knocks it down.
That's what she does, for sure. You cannot leave her any kind of space.
Teely Salazar and Brylan Butcher, 2-man basketball.
Butcher come right back.
And there's a friendly bounce for Butcher. She was 0 for about her last 10, just in a terrible slump, but that roll might get her going. She knocks down the 3 to answer for the Lady Mustangs.
Well, she's a pure shooter. She's not going to stop. And Coach Bruce don't want her to stop.
Those shooters don't keep missing, as they say. Right wing, that is Bolton, gives it up for Gaylor. And they work left side. Continuity, ball screen offense for the Lady Indians. They work side pick and roll, and they just try to bury you with it. And the ball pressure from Salazar forces a bad pass, and Tarpley throws it out of bounds. It'll be Mustang ball. .316 to go. First quarter, we're just underway. A classic matchup for third place at Holiday Hoops. Martins Mill and Lipan. 8 championships of this event between the two of them. Ruthie Mine hard to the bucket, stays with it, gets the putback and the foul.
That's that senior leadership coming in right there, Scott.
Yeah, Ruthie is, first of all, a great kid. Second of all, a extremely tough kid. And she's a great athlete. Has all the character traits you want, and she gets the putback foul in the bucket. It's 10-5 Lady Mustangs, and Ruthie is at the line for one more, and she gets it. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Lady Mustangs off to a good start without their star point guard, Kara Nixon. Lipan works continuity, motion offense. And there's Gaylor again on the up pick.
Can't do that.
All day long.
Can't do that. They've got to figure out a way to come around that screen to get in front of her.
That is a staple of the Amber Branson offense, to get the shooter on the up screen to the top of the key. And she made the Lady Mustangs pay. Brylan Butcher dribbles into trouble and gets it turned over. Goes the other way and bolted to Gaylor. And there is Shockley. She can knock those down. Rebound
yesterday.
careens to Salazar. Back come the Lady Mustangs. Inside to Allie Vaughn. Tough move. Allie just off balance. Throws up a wild shot. And back comes Gaylor, pushing back in transition the other way. Gaylor from top of the key. So if you're scoring at home, it's it's Martins Mill 11, Hannah Gaylor 8.
Basically. 11:52 left to go in the first quarter.
Butcher left side, goes to Mine, looking for the post action. Off the ball reversal.
Great defense.
Inside, Allie Vaughn on the slip. Gets the bucket and forces the timeout by the Lady Indians, which brings the Martins Mill crowd to their feet. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them on Antler Sports. It's 13-8. Lady Mustangs over Lipan.
Get holiday ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy. Well said, Sam.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus no payments for up to 90 days and $1,000 bonus cash on a new F-150.
All right, we're back in Tenaha, a rainy Saturday afternoon during your Christmas break. No better place if you can't be here eating the Tiger Cafe. Just tune in on your computer or your laptop or your iPad or even your phone. A lot of Martins Mill fans watching a replay of a certain last-second play from last night all morning long.
I'm sure they are.
The superintendent in Martins Mill was pretty bitter, but the play-by-play guy's in a better mood now. We're back in play. Here comes Lipan with Bolton to set the offense for Coach Branson. Double high screen for the Lady Indians. Tarpley off the flare. Wide open for three. Back iron, no good.
You know, I noticed yesterday, Lipan, they want to, a lot of times they live and die by the three.
Well, you know, we mentioned, Jared and I mentioned in the boys game that you live and die by the three, and our Martins Mill boys have lived a lot on it.
Yes.
Lipan's girls have lived on it a lot as well. That's why they've got rings and big trophies in the case.
Well, so does Martins Mill. That's why they got rings and big trophies.
Great back cut, Ruthie Mines. She came to play today, and she'll go to the free throw line. That foul's on 25, Alicia Green. First free throw's up and good from Mine.
She has such a beautiful shot.
Yeah, just flick of the wrist and nothing but net. And for Ruthie, you see her work inside as she's getting things done around the bucket, and she's leading the way so far for the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, showing that replay of her and one earlier. It was a beautiful play.
A big lift for Coach Branson's team is coming back, number 25, Alicia Green, from an ACL. She's not 100%, but she is a big part of what they do. And she's just trying to work her way back into playing shape.
You can tell she's still a little ginger on that knee, which I can understand. Great play right there by Vaughn, getting down the court, getting open, getting to the rim.
Absolutely. You know, I had a chance to talk to Coach Bruce before the game, and he told me that his talk to the girls was get simple. When we get a rebound, whoever's got it, get it out on the break. Let's run in transition. Let's play Lady Mustang basketball.
You know, I'm a baseball coach, Scott, and that's what I tell my kids. The word KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That's all you got to do.
And sometimes after a tough loss like yesterday, the best thing to do is untie those brains and let the feet go to work.
And that's the problem with Martins Mill's girls. They're so smart, it's hard sometimes to untie those brains.
Absolutely. And I can vouch for that. And actually both teams. These are great kids, great student athletes.
Well, I give credit to the superintendent over there. He's a pretty good guy.
Isn't he doing a great job?
He's doing a great job
He actually takes no credit. I can tell you that mine and Butcher and Vaughn were members of the state champion robotics team just a couple of weeks ago, and here they are out here grinding out on the basketball court.
That's awesome.
Inside, that's a good move by Green. Can't get it to fall, but a tough move. Brylan Butcher, all 4'9" over, clears the rebound, pushes in transition late first quarter, and Coach Bruce hollers for one shot, if you could hear him on the boom mic on the floor. 17-8, a absolutely perfect start for Coach Bruce and the Lady Mustangs.
10 seconds left. You can hear Coach Bruce for sure. I don't think we have to have a mic to hear Coach Bruce, though.
No. Here's Butcher. They go inside. Great play there. And as I told Jared yesterday, it helps me to know the sets. I knew what was coming, and I knew that it was going to be wise there for the shot, and it worked.
Well, I've seen Martins Mill play enough in the state tournament. It's not hard to realize they're going to slow it down. Now, they can run if they want to. Mize with the first one. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Yeah, there's a great set to get the screen. You have to chase the shooter to the corner, which leaves the post defender vulnerable, and Wise was able to draw the foul. 19-8 as that's the end of the first quarter. What a start for the Lady Mustangs as the Lady Mustang crowd rises to their feet in approval. It's 19-8. You're watching the third place game of Tenaha Holiday Hoops on Antler Sports.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we...
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
We're back. Tennehaw, 19-8, favorite of the Lady Mustangs of Martins Mill. Scott, we talked about it during the break. 7 from 7 from the charity stripe.
Yeah.
That's totally different than yesterday.
Well, getting to the free throw line is one thing, then getting up there and knocking them down is yet another. So 7 for 7 start at the line. Hannah Gaylor for the Lady Indians has all 8 points, 6 of those off the same set play. So the defensive plan for Coach Jay Bruce working out so far, and Brylan Butcher takes the second quarter inbound.
Clock has not stopped. Clock's not started yet. Clock.
3-point shot by Brylan Butcher is good, and the Lady Mustangs are off and running right now as Longview chapter official Mr. Jeff Ratley comes over to correct the time issue.
Took a minute off.
And they're going to say that possession took 12 seconds. And we're going to go 7:48. And it's 22-8 Lady Mustangs. Absolutely an ideal beginning.
You couldn't ask for a better start for the Lady Mustangs.
On a day after a tough loss, playing your 4th game in 3 days, these tournaments sometimes can bring out the best and sometimes they bring out the worst. Thank you, sir.
Well, I think you can notice you notice that they're coming out saying, okay, look, yes, we got beat yesterday, but that's not who we are.
Right, no doubt.
You don't start the season 18-0 for no reason.
Right, and absolutely. Right now, the energy level on the defensive end is really high. The block-out effort is good as the 3-point shot by Shockley is missed, and Ruthie Mine brings it in transition. Brylan Butcher set shot baseline, no good. And Allie Vaughn picks up a tough foul 90 feet away.
A lot of times her aggressiveness gets to her. She's almost too aggressive.
Sometimes. Well, she's such a strong athlete that sometimes when Allie hits you, people move.
Right. She's wishing they had football at Martinsville.
Well, I've told the Martinsville boys that you don't want to fight our girls.
Absolutely.
Here comes Lipan looking for something on the offensive end. Coach Branson's got him in a double-low post set, flash up, and here comes flex action. There's Gaylor off that same look again. Good job, Braylee Whitus. Forces a pull-up jumper by Gaylor. It comes up short.
Well, they popped out that time. They went around the screen and they got to her because they knew they had to because she's going to shoot it if they don't.
Both of these coaching staffs, just having the knowledge of both of them, are outstanding at making in-game adjustments. And that goes down to the assistants from the head coach all the way through, and then the kids being coachable enough to do it.
Well, Coach Bronson did that yesterday in their game against Cisco. She made an adjustment with like 2 minutes to go in the game.
No doubt. There's Gaylor, top of the key.
That's 4 for her already, if I'm not mistaken.
Just like that, a bad offensive possession and a forced pass turns into 3 the other way. Hannah Gaylor has 11 points. Lipan has 11 points. Wild play. I'm glad there was video for that. I'm not sure how I would have described that. It bounced off of 14 people and went out of bounds off Lipan.
We're going to take another look at that one because we ain't going to try to announce that one.
Describe that, yeah. Flash to my Wise to the top of the key is there. There's a player down for Lipan in the lane. And the Lady Mustangs missed an open alley ball. And the
she gets right up and get the rebound.
Yeah, ended up getting the rebound. Here comes Bolton pushing ahead. Turnover goes the other way. Here comes Butcher. That's Braylee Whitus, who's checked into the game for Martins Mill for Salazar.
I am so impressed with Butcher, the way she has stepped up and took over as far as the point guard goes.
Well, she had a tough day yesterday, just couldn't get one to go in. And wore it emotionally and felt like it was on her. And I'm sure the coaches just said, you just got to go run the team. Just go do what you do. And she's doing a great job so far. Patient offense here by Lady Mustangs. Ruthie Mine at the free throw line, gives it up to Wise on the drive, who gets the ball tipped out of bounds by Gaylor.
You can hear Coach Bruce. He's very adamant when he comes to his girls. His main with the 3.
He definitely wants them on the aggressive attack side today. They got a little bit passive yesterday, and he wants this group without Kara Nixon in the lineup to show their ability to be aggressive and attack.
You know, me and Jared have noted we've done lots of games together, but One thing we've noticed is that the winner of the offensive rebounds wins the game normally.
Well, McKenna Wise is a big part of that. She gets so many loose balls. Ruthie Mine misses, gets her own rebound, and kind of shot puts it in off the glass. Ruthie Mine with another bucket. A great start for Ruthie. She's got 10, and it's 24-11 Martins Mill with 4:30 to go in the second quarter. Was talking to Don Fallon this morning. They've had some issues with the weather. Some lightning has put the digital display table out. The scoreboard clock above the east goal is out. They're just hoping that the lightning doesn't come knock anything else out. Rylan Butcher, tough baseline drive. Mike could have kicked that to the corner, but she tried to put up a tough layup, and it goes off the rim, no good.
What I've noticed so far early with 4:04 left to go in the second, Butcher has been a lot more aggressive today than she was yesterday.
No question. She's got a little bit different look about her, a little bit more confident hopping her step. Flare screen for Gaylor, and good job, Allie Vaughn, getting over that. Here's Lipan working left wing. That's Parker back to Gaylor.
Well, that's your best defensive player right now on the floor is Vaughn. Put her on the best shooter for Lipan.
Absolutely. This is about the third matchup that the Lady Mustangs have tried on her. I've had the chance to watch Lipan a lot of times in this very gym, and I've sat at this score table and watched Coach Branson lean and scream many a time. She's been a lot of fun to watch as that's Gaylor hustling in to get a rebound and draw the foul. That foul will go on Allie Vaughn, so that'll be 2 on Allie.
I loved watching Coach Bronson yesterday. She started at one end of the court, and she was already past half court, and she said, I can't go that far. Come back. She was so funny.
Well, I could just tell you this. She was a lot nicer to me when I was the Tennehaul superintendent. I become the Martins Mill superintendent. She ain't been as nice.
She don't like you as much.
I think that, I mean that jokingly, but I think definitely the two programs have had so much history and have traded state championships for so long. I know for Martins Mill there are 7 girls state championships. Lipan's got a bunch. I don't know how. I know of 4 off the top of my head, so I'm not sure how many as well.
So you're looking at 8 championships just at this time between the two, and at least 18. So
at least 12 or 14
so
total.
36 total championships.
Yeah, it's really remarkable. And to be fair, this is a year for Lipan that they're really not expected to be there. I know their junior high program is outstanding as you see Allie Vaughn go get a finish at the rim. And Lady Mustangs playing outstanding basketball right now against a very quality, very good Lipan team.
Up by 15, a little less than 3 minutes to go in the second. Great. Our weatherman beside us just told us we're under a tornado watch. So,
I was here in Tennehaul long enough. You're pretty much under tornado watch all the time here.
So if you're on your way, hurry and get here and get inside and watch some great basketball.
Salazar runs down a loose pass.
Great effort.
Wise runs down another loose pass, but it goes out of bounds. And Lipan will take over quickly to the score table. Alicia Green has to be 6 foot tall, 5'11", 6 foot, which means McKenna Wise might be 6'2" because she's not as tall as McKenna.
McKenna's at least 6'1".
And she's just a baby. She's a sophomore and young for her grade. As Lipan comes back, J.C. Bolton, give and go action. Green pops out top of the key, squares up Allie Vaughn. Quick three-point shot, no good. Allie Vaughn, another rebound, and she is fouled immediately. That foul will go on Avery Camp.
That's the first team foul for Lipan here in the second quarter. Martinsville has 2. Man, she got a quick break. She's right back in.
Right back in there. Yeah, Allie Vaughn with 2 fouls. Yesterday, a little bit of the story yesterday for the Lady Mustangs in that semifinal loss was foul trouble.
Absolutely.
Injuries and then foul trouble. So to only lose that game by 2 points against a good Broadus team was actually probably a little bit better accomplishment than anybody in Martinsville wants to accept.
And they missed some free throws. They missed some free throws yesterday that hurt them. That's why, starting off 7 for 7. Knowing Coach Bruce, he may have had a goal set up in the hotel parking lot last night at midnight.
I can vouch that he did not. Inside, McKenna Wise catches and wisely brings it back out. Skip pass, not advised by Wise. Right now, if you're Martins Mill, just stay away from Hannah Gaylor. She's keeping the Lady Indians around, and she just forces her way into the lane and draws the foul on Butcher.
Well, it's a one-man show right now. It's Gaylor's doing everything.
It really is. And rightfully so. Not only is her dad a really good coach and her brother a really good player, she's pretty good too. Pretty good pun on words. The turnover was not very wise by Wise. I used to be quicker with my sharp wit.
Yeah, when you turn 50 like me, things start slowing down a little bit.
Same here. I very much understand that. Gaylor up there, steps up, knocks down both.
Well, Martinsville 26, Gaylor 13, or Lipan 13.
That is the truth. Hannah Gaylor scored every Lipan point so far.
125 left.
Rylan Butcher, another tough turnover. That's 2 bad possessions in a row for the Lady Mustangs, and in transition, Bolton throws it away. One of the changes for Branson so far is he's gone a little bit more full court token pressure to force the Lady Mustangs into a different method of transportation coming up the court.
Well, Martinsville, they're so methodical. They wait and wait and wait just for that perfect shot.
Showing a lot of patience.
Under a minute left down here in the first half.
Ooh, skip pass for a post up, and Ruthie Mine draws the foul on Alicia Green. And
we're going to look at the replay. That was close.
Look, I know I'm not supposed to be a homer on the air, but after what happened to Martinsville last night, the refs owe us a few. just saying. Here we go, Hannah Gaylor. Guess who on the turnover to transition?
And she's going back to the free
throw line. Drives into traffic. And there's a few of these plays that if Martinsville would just kind of let her throw it up, you're not going to make those. She's just going for contact, and it's working.
I agree. Well, she's seeing the aggressiveness of the Lady Mustangs, and she's taking advantage of it.
Yeah. And so for Coach Branson and the Lady Indians, they've kind of calmed down the run a little bit behind Gaylor's effort to get to the free throw line. Now 5 free throws in the quarter, about to be 6.
And she's 5 for 5 so far.
She missed 2, so she's now 4 for 6.
But they've cut the lead down to 26-15.
We're back to an 11-point game, so an even quarter so far. As the Mustangs' offense is bogged down just a little bit. Substitutions for Lipan.
What do you think? We thinking we one last shot here, Scott, or are they going to go 2 for 1?
I think I would hold for 1 with a lead. At halftime, we're going to find out what Coach Bruce is thinking about. We're 30 seconds away from that with the Lady Mustangs up 26-15, and Coach Bruce has, in fact, gone spread and pulled the ball out.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of being there to speak with him before the game, so he had a great insight on the girls and how they going to come out and play this game.
It's awfully helpful sometimes to have a 6'1" girl who can handle the ball enough to get in and out of trouble. And that's what McKenna Wise is doing in this spread offense. 10 seconds to go.
5 seconds here.
There goes Mine on the drive, and she draws the foul. Almost waited too long there.
And Lipan had several fouls to give. That's their third of the quarter.
Absolutely.
You know, here's the thing, Scott. I know there's only 2.4 left, but if they get a rebound, and then
it's enough time to take a couple dribbles and pull up or catch and shoot. And we've got blood as Alicia Green's going to have to step out. Took a shot on that last play in the face and got a little nosebleed.
You know, that's two games in a row that Martinsville girls have caused some blood on the floor.
Hey, I say we, being from there's no trouble with physicality. Ruthie Mine's long three-point shot looked good, but it missed. And that's halftime of your third-place game here at the Tennehaw Holiday Hoops Invitational. It's 26-15 Martinsville at halftime. We've got Coach Bruce coming up at half. Some words from the defending Class 2A state champion. You're listening to Holiday Hoops basketball on Antler Sports.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we.
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
He's going to work the halftime show. Give me.
Here at the half, Martin's Mill in Lipan, yet another classic on the horizon here. And the goal, third place game of the girls bracket in the 15th annual Tennehaw Holiday Hoops Tournament. Jared Jones working the ones and twos, not with the headset this go around, but I'll be around soon. With me as well as my typical broadcast partner for the past couple of days, Matt Bry. Coach, you've seen a lot of basketball. We've seen a lot of basketball together. Speaking with Coach Bruce, what did you get emotion-wise? What were the initial vibes that you got from him prior to this game?
He was upbeat. He was like, you know, he basically was telling me that they needed that yesterday. They needed that loss.
Sometimes you need a quick punch to the mouth to get the blood flowing again, especially in a tournament like this. You can get so stuck in your ways trying to get through the motions with so many games in such a short amount of time.
Absolutely.
You figure out a cycle just to get through the day, and you mess around and figure out that, hey, there's a team that wants to get a lick on you early.
Right, and like I said, he was upbeat, and the score at halftime shows it, up 26-15 over a very good Lipan team.
Speaking of head coach Bruce, you, Matt, have the honor of speaking with him prior to this contest. Here's how that discussion went.
Matt Bright here with ASN, here with Coach Bruce of the Martins Mill Lady Mustangs. Coach, tough loss yesterday. First loss of the year.
Yeah.
How do the girls react to today's game?
I think they'll be ready.
Lady Mustangs. Coach, tough loss yesterday. First loss of the year.
Yeah.
How do the girls react to today's game?
I think they'll be ready. You know, sometimes a little adversity makes you better. I think it'll be good for us. We played a really good Broadus team. They were tough. They did a lot of good things to us. We feel like we could have done some things better, but it's good for our kids. You know, we're missing one of our ball handlers, one of our better players out there, and so you know, a lot of the things that we do took a second to kind of get into a little bit of a rhythm and figure it out and adjust. And so, but I think it'll be good for us, and that's why we come to this tournament. You know, we always face good competition, and we'll be better.
Well, 7 teams in the top in class 3A through 1A, 1A through 3A in the top 15.
Yeah.
How does that prepare y'all for your district? And I know you always have a deep run in district and in playoffs. How does it prepare you for the state tournament again?
Yeah, it just creates adversity, honestly. That's the best way I can describe it. Sometimes you need to get knocked down a little bit. Sometimes you need to have somebody hit you in the mouth a little bit. You know, you need a call to go against you. You need another team to throw different things at you that you're not ready for and face different kind of, like yesterday we faced a really good post player. They created some problems for us, and so we think we learned from that. And so, you know, hopefully we face a good post like that in the playoffs, so we'll be a little bit more prepared for it. So it's definitely good for our kids. It's not always fun in the moment to get beat or to face adversity, but I think in the long run it's good for us.
How was the girls' mood this morning when they got up?
They feel good.
Play?
They're good. I think they have a good mindset. I think they know, and they're ready.
All right, well, Coach, good luck today.
Thank you.
Good luck. Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you. That's Coach Bruce of the Lady Mustangs, Martins Mill.
Hi, I'm Brenda Kays, and I serve as president of Kilgore College. Over 4 years ago, our institution embarked on a remarkable journey, joining forces with the City of Kilgore, Christus Good Shepherd, and the Roy H. Laird Hospital Foundation. Together, we set out to create the Laird Health Science Center, a cutting-edge facility designed to seamlessly blend education with practical medical services, including an operational ER. Today, I'm thrilled to share a momentous announcement on behalf of Kilgore College's Board of Trustees, the Foundation Board of Directors, our dedicated faculty and staff, and, most importantly, our students. I am honored and humbled to reveal that Kilgore College has received a generous gift in support of our new facility and programming. This incredible donation comes from Kay and Billy Torrance of Kilgore. Furthermore, I'm excited to announce that the college's facilities set to open for classes this upcoming fall will be named the Torrance Health Science Education Center. We can't begin to thank the Torrances enough for their incredible generosity. Their gift will change the lives of so many students starting this fall and for many years to come.
Well, I was born and raised in Kilgore, Texas, and I was born at Roy H. Laird Hospital. in 1961. So Kilgore has been my home my whole life, and I am happy to call it my hometown. I have one son. I've been married to Billy for 45 years, and we've been very blessed, and Billy's worked very hard to give us a great life.
So I don't know what I can add to that. It's 45 years in a row, by the way, and I'm proud to be from Kilgore, Texas. But yes, we've been a part of this community for a long time. So with Steve going to Kilgore College, we were certainly proud that he attended Kilgore College, and he finally got out of there, and I was glad that he stepped up and was able to support that program. So it's been it's been humbling to be here and be able to support our community through the college, and everything we can do, we're glad to.
Well, Steve was diagnosed with cancer when he was 17 years old, and we felt the need that we had to go out of our community into a bigger city to get the proper care. And I am hoping that if we can initiate this, we will have better schooling, better hospitals. Our families can stay close to their hometown and be treated with basically any type of disease or illnesses that you may encounter in your family's history or life.
Well, we started Capco in 1995 with myself and maybe a dozen of the best pipeliners in the area. This is our 29th year. We have as many as 600 plus employees, and they generally are all local people. So it has a large footprint, here. And I think through Capco, we've sponsored every kind of sporting event and bought every kind of animal at the FFA. And, it's just, we're a East Texas business, and we support our community. So we've done that also as a family for, 20 years plus. And we've had a lot of success there. Steve is a 4-time Top Fuel World Champion and 1-time A-Fuel World Champion. I've even won a championship down through there one time. And it's just been family-oriented sport, just like we like. And I guess we've met a lot of people all over the country, and it's a lot of family, and friends out there. But we've really enjoyed it. Kay runs that race team, and that's her gig. So I just be quiet and be happy.
How many families get to spend 24 weekends a year with your son, with your granddaughter, with your new granddaughter fixing to be here in June? And I don't know what we would do if we didn't drag race. We've had multiple friends move here. They came and visit, stay 2 or 3 days, and they'll come back, start looking for property. So we've got several friends. We have some that live next door to us right now. So if you want a small hometown community to where, it's large enough to have your sports and do whatever you want, but Kilgore is a great place to live, a great place to raise your family.
I totally agree. It's all downhill from Kilgore for me.
Yeah.
The new Health Science Center is home to Kilgore College's Associate Degree Nursing, Vocational Nursing, Physical Therapy Assistant, and Radiologic Technology programs. The educational facility encompasses 37,300.
All right, we're back. Third quarter action just underway. Lipan has the inbound. They look for the quick flare screen to Shockley, who turns it down, dribble drive, one-step runner, and Shockley has cut the lead to 9.
Just that quick, 9 seconds in, 20 seconds in. Here's the thing. We know that Coach Bronson made some adjustments.
Yeah, no doubt. There's going to be some halftime adjustments, and for Martins Mill finding a way to get the offense back going. That bucket for Lipan, the first bucket for an Lady Indian that's not Hannah Galen. Lady Mustangs had something, then turned it down. They reset and start the motion offense again. There's Wise on the left wing. Scott Tyner, Martins Mill ISD Superintendent, joined by Matt Bright courtside. Tennahaw Holiday Hoops, the special event center in Tennahaw. 1,000 seats, the premier small school basketball venue in Texas. Left wing corner, Ruthie Mine shot no good off the back iron. She gets her own bounce. Goes hard to the rim.
Offensive rebound, Scott. We talked about it in the first half.
Yeah.
Offensive rebounds, and the thing I like about Martin's Mill, once they shoot, they don't just fall away. They go get the ball.
Big hustle play by Ruthie. She's got 12 points on the game.
They're showing the replay now, and she shot, she knew it was off, and she went straight to the ball.
As somebody who knows the program, really proud for Ruthie, a senior who's showing her leadership. The point guard goes down, and she has taken the mantle and stepped up today. She's got 13, and the Lady Mustangs are back up 12.
And the Lady Mustangs are 9 for 9 or 8 for 8 from
8 for 8 at the free throw line. And Hannah Gaylor is 4 for 6. Sorry, can't see my own writing.
It happens when we get to our age, Coach.
It does. I didn't bring my readers. Here's Hannah Gaylor, top of the key. Ball revolves to Bolton. So right now, Coach Branson looking for Shockley and Gaylor off these screens in this action, trying to get the open look. Ball screen, green post. There's Ruthie Mine again, gets the steal. Teely Salazar running the right wing, has to run it down to the corner. Great save.
Great hustle.
Teely has really stepped up. They leave Butcher open for 3. It's off the left iron, no good, and there's Green to clear the rebound.
Well, Salazar wanted to go over and say hi to Coach Jenkins.
Yeah,
She's sitting over there.
Coach Jenkins with the assist in the corner over there as the Mustangs sit and wait for their date with Lipan a little bit later on here at the Holiday Hoops tournament.
It's still pretty awesome how that turned out. You know, boys and girls both playing each other.
I'm sure for both coaches it's so awesome. It's not like they don't see enough of each other. But yeah, it's 1 versus 2 in the boys game a little bit later on for third place in Class 2A as Green gets caught taking a quick step. As you look there as Teely Salazar headlong into the corner. Everybody with their tea glasses better look out.
She reminded me of Shaq, who used to dive into the to the stands and get the save.
Teely, just a freshman, playing huge minutes in big moments. Set was open. Allie Vaughn had to run down an errant pass. Allie goes back to work in the post. Kicks it to McKenna Wise. Top of the key 3. And McKenna Wise, who knocked down 3 big three-point shots in the state title game last year, knocks down 1 here in the third place game at Holiday Hoops. And it forces a Lipan timeout. 32-17, Martins Mill. 5:05 to go, third quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them on Antler Sports.
Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy. Well said, Sam.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus no payments for up to 90 days and $1,000 bonus cash on a new F-150.
Holiday Hoops, Coach Branson coming out of that timeout. Matt, what can they do to find somebody else to get the offense going for left hand?
At this point, Scott, I don't know. I mean, because Martinsville's defense is just smothering this morning.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame setup that both teams predicated by their team defense, and just looking athlete for athlete, Martinsville's a little quicker, a little longer at almost every position.
Well, before we went to break, Wise hit the 3, and I was telling you, it's a weapon to have.
How about Teely Salazar again? Wow.
She's going to be black and blue by the time the game's over with.
I don't know if you can bruise her. There's Brylan Butcher for 3. Bullseye. She's got 3 of them today, and the Lady Mustangs have opened it up basically behind Teely Salazar's loose ball hustle. It's created 6 points here in this third quarter in a row.
There's a different look in Butcher today than yesterday.
Well, I love what you said, a team that is trying to show why they're number 1 in the defending state champ. And right now, Coach Bruce has to be proud of the effort, as that's a good move there by Gaylor. And guess what? She'll go back to the free throw line. Coach Bruce having fun with a Lipan fan behind us. As Gaylor knocks down the first one, I think the Lipan fan was urging him to sit down. And he just simply asked the question, I can't stand up?
Coach Bruce, I think he may stand up on the bus on the way back. I don't think he ever sits down.
Well, I can tell you our relationship is one that we never pass up an opportunity to bust on each other. So I guarantee you he probably had words there for that fan. I couldn't really hear everything, but here's Butcher near the timeline, picks up a dribble and gets trapped. Little zone extended pressures. Allie Vaughn's going to try a three, and it rims out, no good. And Hannah Gaylor clears it. Down 16, 4 minutes to go in the third.
Hannah Gaylor has pretty much done everything for Lipan the entire game, rebounding, defense, the shots.
Indeed, that is true. And McKenna Wise is now guarding the guard at 6'1". Oh, nice play on the slip on the pick and roll, but couldn't get the shot up.
Just smothering defense. They knew where the ball was at, and they filled in they're supposed to.
Great execution of the pick and roll, and the Martinsville help side was there in a flash. Vaughn invited the three-point shot by Tarpley, and she took it, and it was no good.
And Butcher, the smallest one on the court, gets the rebound.
Yeah, Butcher at 4'9", and that might be generous. How about Allie Vaughn? Almost gets the and one. Strong move. And she draws contact and the foul. That'll go on Shockley. Pardon me. That's 44 Tarpley. I got 44 and 45 mixed up. And Allie Vaughn will go to the line.
So Martinsville is still perfect from the line.
That's 9 for 9.
Scott, I don't think I made 9 free throws my entire high school career.
I could be here through supper time and I wouldn't make 9.
Not in a row, anyway.
No. Oh, in a row, I'd be here till next Christmas. Oh, and they find you did. There you go, Matt.
I did that yesterday.
The announcer's jinx is live and well. And Vaughn misses the second.
I have to apologize to Allie after the game.
After the game, no doubt. The bright blight is in effect, as they say. Here's Hannah Gaylor on the up pick again. She pulls up a jumper for 16, 17 feet. No good, well contested by Salazar.
And Vaughn again on the rebound.
And Vaughn with another rebound. Between Vaughn and Wise, they're going to clear about 25 rebounds between the two of them. Bodies flying everywhere. It's chaos. And they've got a foul there on, I believe, 22, Avery Camp. As both coaches are upset with the call. And inbound for Martinsville. Post up, Allie Vaughn in the post. Wasn't ready for it. And a good play by Alicia Green to come away with a steal. Here's Bolton and set the offense once again. J.C. Bolton, the sophomore point guard. A young group from Lipan. They're not going anywhere, folks, and they never do, by the way. Teely Salazar guards Shockley. Pull, step back, jump shot, short front rim, no good. And McKenna Wise pulled the rebound and actually kind of put the cookie out there for Green to go take it. And the officials give the benefit of the call to the Lady Mustangs there.
We probably see replay on that one. That was
probably should have been a jump ball. The possession error was going Martinsville's way anyway. And here's Wise, post up inside. Vaughn muscles her way down low, misses long. Good defense by Green. And here comes Hannah Gaylor the other way. Pushes it left wing to Green. Good cross. Oh, collision.
Nothing.
That was interesting, Matt.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's not a call, and the one down here on the jump ball should not have been a call.
I'm glad there was video because I want the fans to make that one out for themselves. Haley Wise, corner three is no good. And substitution for Lipan as Peyton Lawrence will check back in for Alicia Green. That was violent.
It's almost like they turned basketball into rugby all of a sudden.
It was not a block, not a charge, not an assault, not a battery, none of those things. Here comes Callaway to set the offense again. Bolton. I keep getting those. Callaway's not even been in the game. I got to go with Bolton. There's Shockley, pull up, free throw line extended, gets the bounce.
Shockley's got a beautiful shot.
Shockley. Boy, I'm having trouble with getting my numbers and my names mixed up. I apologize to the Lipan fans that are watching. But for Shockley, that's 5 points. I know a lot of the kids from Lipan have over the years. Been a pleasure to watch. My favorite, maybe player of all time, the great Laney Roberts, who I was able to call her games as a PA guy here in Tenaha for all 4 years of her career. Laney Roberts put on absolute spectacular shows in this arena.
You know, a little change of pace right then. They had Ruthie go to the point and moved Butcher to the side.
Yeah, Coach Bruce went to look like his spread offense look, trying to run the quarter out. It's been a good quarter so far for Martins Mill.
It's been a quick quarter, under a minute left to go here in the third, and 36-21, still up by 15. But Scott, it seems to me that Lipan's got a little bit more momentum.
I've seen this movie before. When they turn the pressure up, it's going to be Panic City in that fourth quarter. There's the up pick again, same action. Hannah Gaylor coming off multiple screens. Reach in by Ruthie Mine, pokes it away and gets the steal.
That's a frustration foul right there by Gaylor.
No doubt. Hannah's playing her guts out. She's running through bodies, running through contact, getting sent to the free throw line, and Ruthie Mine just kind of casually reaches in and gets the poke away steal.
And that's number 5 in this quarter. So now for the next 30 seconds, Martins Mill will be on the line. And they're 9 for 9. Well, I'm sorry, 9 for 10.
9 for 10 after you missed that one free throw.
That's on you that time. Now they're 9 for 11.
Now we're even. Absolutely. Ruthie with 13 points so far. Oh, that's Bronner Butcher at the line. I apologize. The Tyner Decliner. Aptly named. Butcher gets 1 out of 2 at the line. And the Lady Mustangs lead 37-21. 25 seconds to go and a little quick timeout by Lipan to set something up into the quarter. It's a full timeout.
Right at 26 seconds left.
26 seconds to go, third quarter. You're watching third place game championship action at Tenaha on Antler Sports.
If you're an Anytime Fitness member, you now get free access to Apple Fitness Plus. That means you get more. More sets, more reps. More warm-ups, more cool-downs. More Sam.
More movement.
More Jessica.
More balancing.
More Bakari.
More rolling. More rolling. More rolling.
They're not going to stop. With the thousands of workouts on Apple Fitness Plus, they're going to keep going for as much time as we...
Join Anytime Fitness and get access to Apple Fitness Plus on us.
Back in Tenaha, it'll be side inbound for Lipan. Coach Amber Branson out of the timeout, drawing something up to close the quarter. Down 16. So far, a picture-perfect performance for the Martins Mill Lady Mustangs to get to where they are with the lead.
Well, a great rebound game from yesterday, being beat for the first time. They come out today and proving again why they are the number 1 team in the state.
Well, and interestingly enough, as the shot by Shockley is no good, and now the Mustangs have a chance with 5 seconds left to get one here late. Kick it back. One more. Bronner Butcher step back 3 at the buzzer is no good.
But they got the shot they wanted.
They got the shot they wanted. They got a great look. And after 3, the Lady Mustangs lead 37-21. 8 minutes away from picking up a big trophy at Holiday Hoops. Third place for the second year in a row for Martins Mill if they're able to hang on. We'll be back after this timeout on Antler Sports.
Get holiday-ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy. Well said, Sam.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months, plus no payments for up to 90 days and $1,000 bonus cash on a new F-150.
Well, we're back here in Tenaha. We hope you're enjoying the action here on Antler Sports. There's no need to watch the New Mexico Bowl and TCU blowing out Louisiana at this point, even though the Big 12 is representing at the moment. But we're here to remind you we got a great one coming up in the 5th place game of the boys' side coming up in a moment. It'll be Mount Pleasant Chapel Hill, the Red Devils, against a very fun 1A ball club out of Brooklyn, led by a straight baller, as we say in the business, Mason Smith. That game will not be on streamed on ASN1. That'll be on the continuous stream as the voices and the throats take a break, getting ready for the championship action to come later this evening.
Now, he hit 40 in the first game.
We've seen him a few times. He was in the Martins Mill tournament. He dropped 38 in the game there. He dropped 40 against state-ranked Shelbyville here. He's a heck of a player. That's a very fun 1A team in Brooklyn as we start the fourth quarter here, and Martins Mill is 8 minutes away from what could be a very satisfying third-place game victory.
Well, to come into this tournament, into this atmosphere with all these great teams, and to finish third place,
it's great. And like you said, like you heard in your interview with Coach Bruce, facing a little adversity is not a bad thing. And that's why you come to events like this, as the baseline jumper is well short by Alley Vaughn.
You'd rather lose, and not that they want to lose, of course, but you'd rather take a loss in this tournament instead of taking a loss in San Antonio.
Well, yes, no doubt. And that's why you come to this event. You come for the venue, you come for the atmosphere and the food, but the biggest thing is the chance to play the best. And like we've said a couple of times, this actually is the last two state champions in Class 2A playing here in a third-place game. Both of them are coming off of injuries. The point guard for Martins Mill, the post player for Lipan, trying to formulate and to figure out who they're going to be this year. And this will be a great video to rely on throughout the rest of the season.
Well, and the thing about it is that, this semifinal, you have, still the number one team in the state. Lipan's in the top 20. The boys in third place championship game, you got, Martins Mill one
versus two.
One versus two. And the boys championship, you got one versus two. So, and even in the girls championship, it's amazing to watch these games. I'm going to show a replay on that one. That was a close. It looked like it was all ball to me, but the referees called it a foul, so we'll go with what the referee says.
When Hannah gets her feet set, you get panicked to try to get out and close out, and Ruthie just a little too aggressive. And like you said, sometimes those fouls that look like fouls get called, even whether they are or not.
Right.
That was...
And it was for three. I didn't realize it was a three-point shot, but it was a three.
It was
so
on
she gets
three.
three.
So Hannah
she's
now
2 for 2 on this one.
Hannah now 8 for 10 at the free throw lines. Not having any trouble getting to the line. Make it 9 for 11. A little bit of a nervy point of this ball game. When Lipan turns up their pressure, nobody can scramble and do it better than Lipan and Coach Branson. Ruthie Mine straight line to the rim.
She was determined. She was going to the line on that one.
That was a great play by Ruthie, recognizing the opening and taking it. It's still, like I said, still nervy. It's a 13-point game, and you still feel like if you're Coach Jay Bruce that you've got to score a little bit to keep this Lipan comeback attempt at bay.
Well, he knows, like you said, both these teams know each other so well. 13 points for Lipan is not safe.
No, not at all.
It's like, it's like being up by 7 against, Pat Mahomes with 14 seconds left.
These two teams met 2 years ago in a regular season game in Martins Mill, and Martins Mill had a 25-point lead that Lipan cut to 3 at one point in the fourth quarter. There's Hannah Gaylor again.
She's back on the free throw line.
Coach Bruce is upset. May have a point that trying to encourage his players to stay vertical while Gaylor kind of throws herself into contact and may or may not be getting the benefit of a bailout, as he says.
I love watching Coach Bruce. He was talking the whole time, but he was smart. He walked away from the official all the way down to the other end.
Well, I can tell you he's having a good time right now. He's really proud of the effort he's seen up to this point as Gaylor knocks down both of them.
Lipan has 26 points, 6:40 left to go in the fourth, and Gaylor has 22.
Absolutely. And they get what they want there defensively. They force a long three-point shot that's no good, and back comes Lipan. Step back three, good. And here we go. I tried to tell you.
Yep.
Shockley knocks it down, and now we got a 10-point ball game, and there's 6.5 to go. Don't say I didn't warn you if you're watching.
And if Gaylor gets hot, she can turn around in a hurry. But so can Shockley, because Shockley can shoot from the outside as well.
Allie Vaughn on the left-hand drive goes in. And rightfully so, honestly. And a good job by the official, whether you agree with the calls or you don't agree. If they're going to call the bailout on one end, they got to give it on the other. So a good call there.
Well,
I know I'm not supposed to give opinions, but
I really think that Vaughn and I still think Vaughn and Wise is going to take over.
Yeah.
They have to take over and take control. And you would expect that from sophomores, but they've been here before, Scott.
Well, just from the X's and O's of where this game is at 11 points with 6 minutes to go, if Lipan is going to continue to force the action and get to the free throw line, you've got to answer it until it gets a little bit later. You can't just sit back and hope. And Allie Vaughn knocks them both down. So both teams 4 for 4 at the free throw line to start this fourth quarter. Ruthie Mine with 15 to lead the Lady Mustangs. Allie Vaughn's right behind her with 11.
Under 6 minutes left here in the fourth. And there goes Gaylor again. And she did the same thing that Coach Scott said earlier. That Coach Bruce said earlier about just throwing it up, and that time she didn't get the call.
Right, and that was Braylee Whitus off the bench with a good play. Good pass, Ruthie Mine gets it to Whitus. Whitus spins it out of trouble back to Butcher, and Lipan gets the defense set. Both teams excited to see the action settle down. Inside to Vaughn. Big, strong move, left-hander.
That's what I was saying. She's going to take over, and they're going to get her the ball down low. She's so strong.
Tough inside, and that's a 43-29, a good answer for Martinsville to calm it down just at least for a moment. Ball screen action on the side, pick and roll. McKenna Wise on defense. Hannah Gaylor gives it up, and there's a first shot attempt for Bolton, no good, but she follows up her own miss and puts it in. As Robin Butcher got caught watching there for just a moment. Butcher pushes it back the other way. She's got 10 on the game, a nice performance for her.
Yeah, it's a big rebound game from her from yesterday. That's 3 fouls in the quarter now for Lipan. 2 more, and Martinsville will be on the free throw line the rest of the game. And Martinsville has been stout from the free throw line.
That's a huge note, Matt, because this game might come down to knocking down free throws to hang on. 43-31 is the score, 4:53 to go. The winner gets third place in the Tennehaw Holiday Hoops tournament.
Well, you wouldn't think that that Coach Monson would do the old hack and shack to stop the clock, because that was Martinsville the way they're shooting free throws.
It makes it tougher when the other team's going to make them. Brylan Butcher crossover move all the way to the bucket.
Great move from
Brylan Butcher, and she's got 12.
She's not playing like a sophomore, Scott, at all, and she has stepped up.
She missed last year as a freshman with a torn ACL, which was able to come back at the state tournament and get a few minutes in those 2 games at the state tournament. And now this year healthy and on the go, and she's having a really nice comeback performance today after a day that she probably was disappointed in the outcome yesterday.
No call on that.
There's been a couple of big contact plays with no call, but all's fair in battle as back comes Lipan. Kick out. 3-point shot. No good. You've mentioned it, Matt. Brylan Butcher may have 10 rebounds. She might have a double-double. All 4'9". 7 rebounds. Yeah, so that's a really nice day for Brylan. 12.7 rebounds for a 4'9" point guard.
Well, and the thing is that she's not the normal point guard.
No, not at all.
Whenever they get healthy, and it's very simple. Move Butcher over to the side.
That's it.
And do that right there. Shoot the 3 ball.
She's feeling it today.
She is feeling it for sure. She's on fire right now.
That's a great 3-point shot for Brylan Butcher. Not lost on that possession is McKenna Wise doing McKenna Wise things, running down a rebound and setting it up. Timeout, Lipan. It's blown open now to a 17-point lead, 48-31. 3:28 go. We'll be back on Antler Sports.
Get holiday ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy. Well said, Sam.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months, plus no payments for up to 90 days and 1,000 bonus cash on a new F-150.
Mustangs getting closer to a third place 3-1 weekend. Matt, you mentioned during the break, Brylan Butcher with a huge performance day, doing work off the dribble there.
Oh, it's that may be the dagger, and, that may have been the final nail in the coffin for Lipan. But you mentioned it at the break as well. Martinsville has three players with 15 points each.
Well, and exactly what Jay Bruce ordered up.
Exactly.
Kara Nixon went down, finding out who wanted to step up in her absence, because she is the Michael Jordan of Class 2A right now, as everybody found out last year. After the timeout, 3-point shot's no good, and there's a scuffle underneath, and they're going to get Allie Vaughn with a clear-out foul. Sometimes Allie can't help it. She's just too strong. Inbound play. Lipan gets it to Gaylor. And guess what? She's going to shoot free throws.
Again. But and Coach Bruce he's repeating what he said earlier, just throwing it up, But, I mean, if they're going to call it, why stop it?
Yeah, that was actually a good call. She split the defenders and got hung on a hip and got the shot up to draw it. Now, Allie Vaughn's got 4, but it's late in the contest, so Coach Bruce will stay with her. And
second miss.
First miss since her first 2. She missed her first 2, then ran off 10 straight before that one. Second one's up, front rim is good. So Hannah Gaylor, 11 out of 14 at the line, has 3 threes to go with it, so she's got 22 points.
We talked about the 3 girls that have 15, and the thing is that it's not Wise is not one of them.
Right, Wise,
and that's what's amazing, because she's 6'1", she's the tallest one on the court, and she don't have it.
Absolutely can score the ball,
but that right there does.
Ruthie Mine having a big day. The senior stepping up in her last travel tournament trip. Say that 3 times real fast. When you said it, McKenna Wise doesn't show up in the score sheet. I've actually told her mama that she does so many things that don't show up in a stat sheet that are important, like that right there.
Exactly.
Get another rebound. She may have had 20 rebounds in the Coots game yesterday. Brown and Butcher got caught going a little too deep on the baseline. Hey, some of Brylan's overplays you have to live with, because she makes so many great plays sometimes. So,
well, and here's the thing: it's 2:25 left, 50-32, and she's still pushing the ball up the floor.
Absolutely, it's the MO of the Martins Mill program is a pushing. How about Ruthie Mine
again,
winning a foot race, getting rewarded with the long distance layup?
She got 20 now, right?
That should put her at 19.
19.
By my count, and I could be way wrong. I'm doing this on a very high-tech play sheet here, score sheet.
That's back in the old days.
Which is to say scratch paper and a pencil with a lead that's half broke. Rimmed out 3, no good.
And there's another rebound.
McKenna Wise, her 900th rebound of the weekend.
One of the thing about Ruthie is that she's going to pull up and shoot a 3. Oh, a little short. But the thing about Ruthie is that, remember yesterday, she had to get, stitched up almost.
I don't even know if she got stitches. I just saw her wearing a Band-Aid after the game, and I saw the cut. She needed a couple, and I said, "Are you just going to go with the scar, or are you going to stitch it up?" And with that out-of-bounds play, both teams go to their benches. Mass substitutions. Hannah Gaylor with a big hand from the Lipan faithful. J.C. Bolton joins her, checking out of the ball game.
And Gaylor deserved it the way she played.
Absolutely.
She deserved it.
A tough day for the Lady Indians, but Hannah Gaylor did all she could. Giselle Marin is in for Martins Mill, along with Braylee Whitus again. Teely Salazar pushes, kicks it out. Allie Vaughn looks, goes give and go, a little 2-man game. Teely Salazar with the bucket from Allie Vaughn.
I really like the way she plays. She's very aggressive, and
she's got no fear.
She's a freshman.
No fear, and a heck of an athlete. Right wing, Lipan cycles. Kick out. Ball fake and a runner. One-hand runner. Nice shot there by Tarpley.
45 seconds left to go.
And Coach Bruce called timeout just to get a sub in, yeah.
He's emptying the bench now, which I like. I like that. He's emptying the bench, letting the girls get some experience.
Right. Absolutely. That's Eden Smith making the trip for the Lady Mustangs up off the JV. A young sophomore. Another sophomore. And we're 40 seconds away. The Lady Mustangs up 54-34 as Brylan Butcher's pass is astray, looking for Salazar, and goes out of bounds.
Well, they're up by 20, but looking at it, just watching Butcher, they're only up by 3 because she's still playing like she did the first quarter.
Man, and I can tell you that Coach Bruce is going to be giggling like a Cheshire cat after this one, not only to beat Lipan, but to do it without arguably the best player in Class 2A and watch his girls step up and play as well as they did today. He's going to feel pretty good about his weekend.
Well, especially after the heartbreaker yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely. Eden Smith checks in and gets a rebound, gets in the score sheet. And Brylan Butcher's going to dribble it down, and
she's just looking to score.
She's still looking to score.
11 seconds ago, she's like, I'm going to score.
Like I said, you can't curse her aggression. And she's going to shoot 2 free throws with 11 seconds left.
But me and Jared talked about it before on other broadcasts that we've done, and teams being up, 20, 30 points and they're still pressing, you can't stop your game plan. You can't stop the way you play. They're up by 20, but she still has to keep playing like she has because there's more games to play.
My favorite saying about that is Bobby Bowden when he said to Lou Holtz, it's not my job to keep the score down.
Exactly. It's your job to stop it.
Yeah. And
under 10, Lady Mustangs going to take third place championship.
Absolutely. A good weekend for Martins Mill and Lipan, a young group.
Don't be surprised if you don't see these two teams again.
Absolutely. They'll make some noise. It's tough to travel and play it during the holidays like this, and both teams had a great weekend. A 3-1 weekend locked up for the Lady Mustangs as they are walking out of here as your third place winners of the Tenaha Holiday Hoops Invitational.
Scott, that was fun.
That was fun, Matt. We'll do it again, I guess. I got Martins Mill and Lipan coming up in a little while.
Hey, we can do it.
Why not do it again? So we'll do it again. We got Brooklyn and Mount Pleasant Chapel Hill, but you've been listening to Martins Mill's Lady Mustangs win 54-34 over Lipan. You've been listening to Holiday Hoops basketball on Antler Sports.